Obama to announce $14 billion in U.S. corporate investments in Africa. You know I'm going to say that again. Obama to announce $14 billion in U.S. corporate investments in Africa. President Barack Obama will announce on Tuesday that the U.S. businesses have committed to investing $14 billion in construction, clean energy, banking, and information technology projects across Africa, a White House official said. The announcement will occur at the U.S. African Business Forum, part of a three-day African summit in Washington meant to showcase U.S. interest in improving trade and investments in the region. These investments will deepen U.S. economic engagements in Africa, fueling growth that will support broader African prosperity in emerging markets from the U.S. businesses, which will support jobs in both the United States and Africa, the White House official said. Obama will take part in a discussion with corporate chief executives and government leaders at the event, which will be attended by Commerce Secretary Penny Pritzker, former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, and former President Bill Clinton. The business forum will allow dozens of African heads of state to mingle with U.S. and African executives, the official said. It will focus broadly on investment in finance, infrastructure, energy, agriculture, and consumer goods. More than 90 U.S. companies are slated to participate, including Chevron Corp., Citigroup Incorporation, Ford Motor Company, General Electric Company, Lockheed Martin Corporation, Marriott International Incorporation, Morgan Stanley, Walmart Stores Incorporation. Several African companies were also expected to attend. In a brief preview of Obama's remarks, the White House did not give specifics on the nature of the business deals or identify which companies were involved. These agreements represent conclusive evidence that America is open for more business with Africa as the continent's economic ascent is just beginning, Pritzker said in a statement. Each day, 250,000 Americans go to work in jobs supported by exports to Africa, and these deal with lead to increased prosperity on both sides of the Atlantic in the months ahead, she said. The Obama administration has billed the summit as the first of its kind, but it comes long after Africa gathered host in recent years by China, India, Japan, and Europe, suggesting the United States is largely playing a game of catch-up for access to a market in several growing industries.
Well, come on. I ain't gonna bite you. Come around here and let me have a look at you. My goodness, look at you. You turned out all right, didn't you? How do you feel? I know you're not sleeping. We'll get to that. Why don't you come and have a sip this time?
Maybe I'll stand.
Well, suit yourself.
I felt like sitting.
I know. So, let's get the obvious stuff out of the way.
You're not human, are you?
Well, it's tough to get any more obvious than that.
If I had to guess, I'd say you're a program from the machine world. So is he.
So far, so good.
But if that's true, that could mean you are part of this system. Another kind of control.
Keep going.
I suppose the most obvious question is, how can I trust you?
Bingo. It is a pickle, no doubt about it. Bad news is there's no way if you can really know whether I'm here to help you or not. So it's really up to you. Just have to make up your own damn mind to either accept what I'm going to tell you or reject it. Candy?
You already know if I'm going to take it?
Wouldn't be much of an oracle if I didn't.
But if you already know, how can I make a choice?
Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
Why are you here?
Same reason. I love candy.
But why help us?
We're all here to do what we're all here to do. I'm interested in one thing, Neo, the future. And believe me, I know the only way to get there is together.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. That is near insanity, Qatar. Now, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. We are all telling ourselves a story. And that day mine changed.
This is an emergency broadcast transmission. This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast transmission. This is not a test. Please remain calm and seek shelter immediately. The following areas are being evacuated. Do not disengage this message. The evacuation has begun. You will be taken to Exfil Point Bravo. There you will receive further instructions.
I come here tonight and plead with you. Believe in yourself and believe that you're somebody. I said to the group last night, nobody else can do this for us. No document can do this for us. No Lincolnian Emancipation Proclamation can do this for us. No Kennedysonian or Johnsonian Civil Rights Bill can do this for us. If the Negro is to be free, he must move down into the inner resources of his own soul and sign with the pen and ink of self-asserted manhood his own Emancipation Proclamation. Don't let anybody take your manhood. Be proud of our heritage. Somebody said earlier tonight, we don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. There's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white, it's always something pure. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, Yes, I'm black. I'm proud of it. I'm black and beautiful.
And the early English settlers who were called, class? Yes! That's right, the Pilgrims, very good.
The Penguins.
Who said that? Mr. Stiles.
That's me.
How is it you always have something funny to say?
Because I'm a comedian.
Would you like to come up and teach the class?
Yeah, I can do that.
Very well, come on up. Instruct us. What will be the basis of your lecture?
What?
What are you going to talk about?
Tell you if you let me talk, sure. Okay, alright, does anybody know what the name of this place is?
That's Africa, I know that.
That's right, that's Africa. But did you know that Africa is the place where the body of the first man was found? My daddy says that makes it the place where all people originated from. That means everybody's really from Africa. Everybody. All y'all.
The map enlarges areas at the poles to create straight lines of constant bearing or geographic direction.
So it makes it easier to cross an ocean.
But, yes, it distorts the relative size of nations and continents.
Are you saying the map is wrong?
Oh dear, yes. Look at Greenland.
Okay.
Now look at Africa.
Okay.
The two land masses appear to be roughly the same size.
Yes.
It would blow your mind if I told you that Africa is in reality 14 times larger.
Yes.
But, yes, it distorts the relative size of nations and continents.
Are you saying the map is wrong?
Oh dear, yes. Look at Greenland.
Okay.
Now look at Africa.
Okay.
The two land masses appear to be roughly the same size.
Yes.
Would it blow your mind if I told you that Africa is in reality 14 times larger?
Yes.
It's a term little known outside military circles, but to observers of US foreign policy, the initials ISR are familiar enough. They stand for Intelligence, Surveillance and Reconnaissance, three words which are driving the establishment of American air bases across Africa. These bases are used by small and armed aircraft which monitor alleged Al-Qaeda sympathizers and terrorist networks in the Maghreb and the Horn of Africa. But they're also used by US military personnel tasked with training African Union troops. The US says it's simply helping to promote democracy and development in Africa. But what's the real motive?
The US military network in Africa is expanding at a rate some analysts say is undermining African sovereignty. A former high-ranking American commander has revealed that his country's intelligence operations and military bases have expanded significantly across the continent since 2007. According to the former commander, military operations have intensified in recent months as part of the so-called war on terror. The US has stationed its main hubs in Burkina Faso, Uganda, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Kenya, Seychelles, and plans are underway to establish one in oil-rich South Sudan. Experts have branded these operations in Africa as an American occupation and have questioned why the results of surveillance missions are never revealed. They claim this secrecy points to the true motives of America's policy. Now, Africa Today looks at what really lies behind this growth in US military bases in Africa.
Hello, I'm Henry Monson. This is Africa Today.
This is big business. This is the American way.
These are the questions you and I have to ask. How did we get this mind? You're not an American. You're an African who happens to be an American. You have to understand the difference. We didn't come over on the Nita, the Pinta, and the whatchamacallit. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Landed right on top of us.
There are things young men should know. Movies, you know about those who died. Those were your people.
Will you tell me?
us free. Give us free. Give us free.
Your Honor, please instruct the defendant that he cannot disrupt these proceedings with such actions.
Give us free!
If we are to have any semblance of order in this court, Your Honor.
Give us!
And all keep crying out.
Give us free!
Keep crying out, give us free, or anything else.
Give us
free! I am trying to question this witness!
Give us free! Give us free! Please, wake up.
Hold up!